action. What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Manhattan's Voice, associated with the Manhattan Globe, NYIT's finest paper. I'm your co-host, David Gustavo Contreras, joined by...
Nicole Miranda.
And Julian West. Hello.
And this week we got another banger for you this episode. We'll be discussing...
many topics.
Yeah, I mean, our main topic today is going to be, dealing with stress as you go through college life, but we'll get to that. First, obviously, we want to start off with our weekly recap as we usually do.
True.
David, do you want to start this week?
Obviously, school started.
School did start.
I'm on that early rise. I got 2 classes at 9:30 in the morning, so I got to wake up at like 7 for like an 8 o'clock train on the LIR. But yeah, so far the class is really good. I haven't had a class I've disliked so far. I mean, everything's just been super chill. Yeah.
Your week completed, so it's like you've gone to all your classes.
Exactly. Yeah. Everything's so far everybody's chill. Yeah. Some are more boring than others, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so far so good.
Awesome.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, literally.
We here at NYIT, we do start later than most colleges, about a week or so.
Better late than never, buddy.
But at this point, pretty much everyone has gone through like a full week cycle. They've had all their classes. So yeah, we have every student here should now have an idea of like how their professors are, how their classes are going to go. So
because today, which is Tuesday,
today was the first Tuesday of the year.
Yeah, exactly. So everybody has gone to all of their classes except for like whoever has class at 7 or 8 o'clock at night.
God bless.
But definitely everybody now has a sense of their schedule.
Idea, yeah.
We've gotten the whole shebang.
All right, so Julian, how was your first week at NYT like? Well, not at NYT, but this year.
Pretty good. I've been psyched to start this year for like
we
so
all
long.
so I've just been
It's here, guys.
Pedal to the metal.
After the summer I had, I'm really excited to just like get back and start making things. Excuse me. We had our first journalism class today, which we'll get to.
Not journalism, newspaper class.
Newspaper class.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jaffe.
Yes, shout out to Jaffe. Thank you very much. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll do that
Nicole,
later.
kick my chair one more time.
Sorry.
They're over there playing footsies or something.
My bad.
But yeah, I mean, my first week has gone by great. My schedule looks pretty packed, but also very organized, which I'm happy with. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be on campus Monday through Friday, just doing things with the podcast, the newspaper, art stuff, classes. So I'm psyched.
Plus classes with us too.
Yeah,
so
true.
That's a
we
bonus.
all have classes
These
together.
guys,
Yeah. I have 2. I actually have 2 of each actually.
Mm-hmm.
We just have editing
and the newspaper together, and then we have advertising and the newspaper together.
And we have camera, lighting, and sound. Jinx me soda. And newspaper.
Yeah.
Newspaper, because we all have
We all have
newspaper
to be there,
yeah. It's our.
And you're in my script writing class.
You're right.
Yeah.
So we have
Sick invite, guys.
Like 3 classes together.
three classes together, and
Whatever. I couldn't do more than 2 with each of you. So I'm already tired.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's
I understand.
fine.
9 episodes deep. I'm sick of both of you.
Actually 8 right now, but like okay.
8 official.
I'll count the
episodes,
trailer,
but-
okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay, sure. You're right.
How was your week, Nicole?
It's very eventful because I have a lot going on. I was a peer advisor, but I had to drop that job because I am now a peer academic enrichment coordinator.
What a title.
What
a title.
It's a mouthful.
Try saying that 5 times fast, huh?
Yeah. Peer academic. I said academic. I said academic wrong. But yes, I am a peer academic enrichment. Enrichment.
What's that acronym?
Coordinator.
We'll just call you that.
Coordinator. It has to do with like EDU Plus, which is the program that I was in my first year at NYIT. So if you have like a good GPA, but bad
SAT
SAT
first
score,
year like it wasn't just last year.
yeah, first year, last year, whatever. I had a wonderful GPA, but my SAT scores were trash because when it comes to test taking, I suck. So it was in that program, so it's fine.
Did you take your SAT?
I did.
I didn't. I didn't take an
You
SAT
didn't take
or
an
an
SAT?
ACT. No.
You're
Really?
lucky.
Yep.
because that was literally I wrote because you had to not only have an interview with like the head person Tadios, you had to write like an essay and all that stuff, like an entry.
wow.
And so I had to like write about like my weaknesses, and I had to write about how like.
See, I also went to community college my first year of college, so
Yeah.
that clearly
Well, yeah, that's
True.
there's the reason why, I guess.
Lowered the bar.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but it's fine. Community
college, I've
is-
learned a lot. Yeah, no,
you
that
save
was
money.
definitely.
You save money, and like some professors that teach at like good colleges probably
Yeah.
sometimes teach at community colleges too.
I read
Yeah.
somewhere that Vin Diesel went to Nassau Community College, so
Ooh.
Really?
that's
Wow.
pretty tight. So
Repping
what do you
Vin
guys got, huh?
Diesel. True.
Interesting.
But besides that job, I started that today. Today was like my like full packed day with like a bunch of new stuff going on. So I had that first job that I started today. Started doing like events for this semester. Then I had one Real New York. So I had the Real New York.
How'd
That
that
class was interesting. The new.
Do you have it with?
I wanted to take
No,
that.
the professor,
That
she's
filled up quick. I
new.
filled
Her
up. I
name
wanted that class.
is Wheeler, Britta Wheeler. So she's like, this is her first semester here at NYIT, and she's very nice, and she's so cool. Like, she genuinely wants us to be like interactive and stuff like that. So when I get professors like that, then that's when I love it, which is usually most of the time in the comm department and any
Yeah, a
department.
lot of the professors in the comm department are just so passionate about their work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really makes the major just so much more enjoyable.
Yeah, and probably like I don't know about other majors. Maybe they're the same.
Take that,
thing.
architecture.
Yeah. Well, they have professors who like are doing
Yeah,
real
no,
world
I'm sure,
stuff
I'm sure,
too.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
So-
Sorry, architecture.
My bad. But then I had that class, and then we had free hour today. So then that's when we were trying to like
Was it
recruit.
that free?
Yeah, it wasn't free at all.
Not really.
We had to recruit people for the newspaper. So we.
Yeah, shout out to all of you. We literally filled up three sheets of
Yeah.
signups.
full
We
sign-up
are just
pages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well-
we'll see who's the realist next
Yeah.
week. When I send out this email tomorrow, this mass email, well, tomorrow meaning like a couple days ago, because this is going to release on Friday. We'll Tuesday's the day we'll see who's about it and who's not, hopefully.
First of all, I want to say the amount of people who actually like reached out to us and told us that they enjoy the podcast was just
Oh yeah.
it's
like
absolutely
It's so surreal, low-key.
it's crazy, and we appreciate it so much.
Thank
I
you
really
guys
couldn't
for
believe it. I was just
listening.
like, oh,
the
what do you know
recognition
me?
was like
Yeah.
was insane.
They were like, oh yeah, I'm David. I'm from Manhattan. I was like, oh yeah, I know. I'm just like, oh, okay.
The guy, Christian, in our script writing class, he came up to us and he was just like, "You guys are Manhattan's Voice," and I'm like, "Oh my god!" He was like,
Did he follow us on Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, I don't remember talking to that kid. He was in my
hmm So he like came up to us and he was just like, "You guys are Manhattan's Voice." Like, oh my gosh.
Oh my
You guys-"
gosh.
And I'm like, "Oh my god, you guys listen."
Yeah, literally, I'm already blushing just thinking about it.
And
Bro.
I'm like-
Literally.
For a second, I'm like, "You guys are lying."
That's what I'm
'Cause, like,
saying. But dude, remember Colin? Literally, he's like, oh yeah, I remember how you can't ride your bike, and I was like, Jesus,
Yeah,
you
'cause,
really
like-
listen to that episode.
it's like, wow, you actually.
The one thing I
listen.
remember is I can't ride my bike. Thanks, Colin.
What
Appreciate
if
it.
it's like, what if we're just being punked?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm
Always
saying.
be-
Yeah.
It's like,
All
they're
right,
all lying.
Ashton, come on.
Yeah, but what else? And then we had the newspaper today, and then now the podcast, and what else?
Busy day.
There's
Busy
just like
day.
a lot going on throughout my weeks. Next week is like when my week, like my schedule for the year really starts, because like then Monday I'm gonna start like this new internship that I got, well, like job/internship. Yeah, so I'm doing that at like this production company.
What?
Yes,
Awesome.
Mazel
so doing that because my aunt got the hookups. Yeah.
Can you not give me the hookup?
I love you, Kelsey.
Hi, Auntie. It's me, David, again.
How you doing? Yeah,
We're
no.
actually long lost aunt and nephew, actually.
yeah. So it's going good. Obviously excited to have you guys and like the
Host, yeah.
audience, whatever. But so yeah, I think
Yeah.
our weeks went pretty good. Like
Yeah.
we're all content with our classes, our schedules. Like even though we're all really really busy, we saw
This
we
is what we
still
wanted. This is
yeah
what we
this
wished
is
for.
yeah this is
This is
what
what
we
we were
were.
asking for.
We're
So-
getting what we wished for. That's for sure.
When I list the things that I'm doing, like people are like, "Oh my god, that's a lot," and then like
Yeah,
I'm
no,
like,
I'm-
"It's a lot," but then
it's
like
crazy.
it all works out because like if you know how to time manage everything and then like schedule everything in, then it's perfectly fine. Like
Yeah, that's
you'll-
why I want to get a planner. I have to get an agenda just so I can keep my stuff organized. 'cause
Yeah,
That's a good
yeah.
idea.
You know me. I keep it in the old noggin and just hope for the best. You
Yeah.
know?
a few times we tell David we're meeting this day, and then the
Yeah,
day comes,
sure.
and then the day
Oh,
comes.
today? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So definitely we'll get that planner.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But revolving around the newspaper class. So the newspaper met on Tuesday, which was today, but it's Friday for you guys, whoever's listening today. The time illusion. So we met on Tuesday. Tuesday from 2 to 4:50. We had 2 extra people besides the people who are in the class. So we had Julian, who isn't enrolled in the class, but he's taking it as like a club. And then LaRoche, which is a first-year student.
MVP of the class.
Oh, wow.
Bro. Holy
he
moly.
is so smart. And
he brought so much to the table. I thought, man, like, what am I doing here? Like, what did I bring for
right?
God's sake?
Literally, when I speak to other comm majors or like anybody else, I'm like, wow, I feel so dumb.
What have I done today?
Yeah,
So,
it's just like, did I do a lot?
Since we're just exposing him now, just a couple things that we learned today.
Oh, yeah.
He can read and translate Korean.
Yeah.
Also Arabic.
He
yeah.
He said that. Yeah, Dan was like, "What are you, dude?"
He writes because his dad was like
a professor.
somehow,
No, he's a professor at like Columbia,
Yeah.
or was a
The English
professor.
professor.
and he
Columbia,
he
yeah.
wrote for the New York Times.
He somehow got an article in the
past,
Times. What?
And he's a computer science major, so he's gonna like work on the website.
And
for the
I honestly
newspaper.
don't doubt anything. Like when
No,
people
not
like
at all.
hype themselves up
Yeah,
or like
no.
tell stuff like that, I'm
This
like,
is
okay,
his first
yeah,
day. You're
sure.
gonna toss us all that and then not do it, bro. Yeah, no, he'll deliver. He looks like the kind of guy who'll deliver immediately.
Not saying that we're like judging like
No.
by
Trust me, I
appearance,
have
but
the
like,
highest respect for that
but
kid.
speaking to this kid and like young adults, speaking to this young adult and everything like that, like he brought so much to the table and like so much information and like he backed up his stuff.
Yeah.
So like once you back it up, then you're just like you blow everybody away, like regardless who you are, because it's like you know what you're talking
My
about.
theory, he's undercover boss. He's just fooling himself.
Right.
He's no
He's
freshman.
boss
He's not,
baby.
yeah, he's boss
Grown
baby.
up.
Exactly, man. He's got a thicker beard than I do. I see right through his facade. I see it.
But we have some awesome kids on our team who
Shout out to all of them.
registered
Awesome
for the
team
club.
members.
Yeah,
Yeah,
team
no,
members.
Collaborators.
We definitely expect some good things from the team this year for sure.
Yeah,
the paper's going to be killer.
We
Yeah,
had
we,
so much like we got through so much on the first day.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
We were rolling so much
We
content.
killed it. We killed it.
Divvied up assignments. We
Divvy, I like that word.
divvy.
Divvy. I don't know why.
We consolidated like means of
no, dude,
contact.
we
yeah, a lot happened today. So
Which
if
is good.
anyone-
taking care of business.
If
bro.
anyone on the newspaper is listening to this, thank you guys for showing up today. If any of you signed up for the newspaper at any of the club fairs, any of the orientations, and you're looking forward to joining us on this journey, writing, photography-wise, social media, editing, design, we're definitely looking for designers, graphic designers, things
Hell
like
yeah.
that. To work
Yeah,
on.
and you don't have to be specifically like in an English major, communications, anything like that. Like so LaRoche, he's in computer science, and people in biology, people in any major can join. It's perfectly fine. And then also, I know that we meet on Tuesdays at 2 to 4:50, 5 o'clock, every Tuesday because it is a class. But I'm going to send out an email within this week or like any information that during free hours on Tuesdays before the class, anyone who can't make it to the class meeting, they can do it as like the club like during free hour.
Also, there will be means of people like contributing.
Yeah,
visually.
like if you don't show up,
You
like
signed
then
up,
you
yeah,
can
no, yeah, we'll-
email. You could still connect.
We'll work
with
around
me.
it.
Yeah.
Exactly. We'll adjust to everyone's schedule. Like it isn't a problem. Everything happens for a reason, so it's okay. So yeah, that's what happened today. What happened today?
So,
what happened today?
I guess we're ready to transition into like it's kind of a new
What a
segment.
segue.
Like we can get into school info now
Yeah,
because school is
obviously.
happening.
Ta-da.
Yes, school's in session.
So
Oh wait, just for everyone I met today at the fair, at the club fair, like I said, you're always welcome on the show, so please contact us soon.
Yeah, like Colin. Colin literally
What a sweetheart, Colin.
love him. Yeah, so
he's
been
president of the dance club, right?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he is.
And a fellow teak brother.
Yeah, so he has a lot that he can bring to our lovely blue table that we have in this in this room.
Definitely dances better than all of us combined, for sure.
Probably.
But that's not saying much.
So it's so simple. It's like if you have like your own story, if you have like your own club, anything like that, and you want to like share on the podcast, then definitely talk to one of us, and then we'll create something where it's just like where you're telling your story, like the same thing that we did with Dre, the same thing we did with Shubang, like
just
everything
DM
like
us,
that.
and we'll be ecstatic to have you on the show.
Yeah, no problem. So let's get started on this school info.
Getting into school information for all you NYIT students out there. We wanted to do this every week for important dates, deadlines that you guys would need just in case you missed it on a poster or you didn't get to write it down or you're forgetting or something. So we figured this would be a good place for you guys to just like be
The Manhattan
reminded of
voice
important
reminder.
stuff. Yeah. So first, probably one of the biggest things is the add drop period for classes ends on September 17th, which is a Tuesday.
September 17th is actually
I believe it's a Tuesday. Yeah.
There we go.
2 weeks from the day this is being recorded, or a week from the day this is being recorded.
Yes.
4 days from the day. 4 days from the day that this podcast goes up.
You're doing math.
Yeah. You're calculating as fast as you can.
There's a lot for
It's been a long day. It's been a long day.
For my art brain right now. But yeah, add drop period. If you need to change classes around, if you feel like your course load is just too much for you to handle this semester, you can change those classes out. You can drop them within that period without receiving a withdrawal and fail or something. And you wouldn't be like charged on your tuition.
If you didn't check your Rate My Professor rating and you're now learning how quickly that this professor is awful, drop it while you have the time.
Switch.
Yeah, do that now.
Trust me. You can.
Trust me, you'll regret it if you don't. I've made that mistake way too many times.
Yeah. So September 17th, remember that's the deadline for the add drop period.
One more time. September 17th. Tuesday.
2019. If you guys don't know the year.
Somebody's going to watch like 2023. Like, oh, I got till Tuesday.
I got a couple days.
So also represent your flag is September 13th, which is today, which is probably the day you guys are listening to this podcast.
What are your guys' flags?
Dominican, Ecuadorian.
I've always wondered where you guys are. What are you?
I am half Jamaican. Actually.
Why did I know that?
Yeah. I probably said it at some point.
I feel like you look Jamaican.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. You give me the Jamaican vibe.
Okay.
I don't know. People think I'm Indian, and I'm like, who do you think you are? Like,
really?
A lot of people think I'm Indian, and like, I'm just like,
I don't see it.
maybe because I like fill in my eyebrows.
That's it.
I
don't know. Some people think like since my eyebrow, I don't know, but I'm not Indian.
You got some Indian eyebrows
I'm
over there.
Dominican and Ecuadorian. And because I'm tan, right now.
You're tan when you're tan. Yes.
I feel like I'm pretty.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. Tan equals tan.
Interesting.
All right. Well, represent your flag September 13th, 6 to 10 p.m. 16 West, 11th floor auditorium. Definitely be there. Your boy SGA president Dre will be there, of course, representing.
That's our PP.
Our good friend.
He is a bum. So yeah, that is going to be there. It is a festival annual event featuring diverse cuisines, attire, activities from different countries, and representing the university student body, which is awesome because this is all about you guys. Okay.
Yeah,
it always is.
This is one of those events where we really get to like display our diversity as a student body, and we are an insanely diverse student body.
We are quite the melting pot.
We are. I don't care what anyone says. No one can say anything.
So you're gonna see.
I can only imagine how delicious that food is going to be there.
Oh,
I'm just
honestly,
thinking about that now.
I think
when is this again? One more time. One more time.
September 13th, 6 to 10 p.m. 16 West, 11th floor auditorium. So be there or
I'll be there.
Square.
You guys can get my autograph there if you want, right?
Ooh. All right.
Maybe. Maybe.
To my fan.
Hey.
I want to read through our next event there, sir.
The next event is... Where are we?
So no
It's
stress.
No Stress Tuesdays.
Yeah.
It's during free hour in room 408. In what building? I don't have a building here.
I believe it's
408 isn't that?
I believe it's 26 West.
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have the opportunity to benefit from weekly group meditations and workshops on various topics related to self-care. Direct your mind towards the heart to deal with stress and increase your focus. With papers due and tests to study for, let international and experimental education help you ease some of the tension and join us for some serious de-stressing.
That's awesome. And this is I can't read. This event is part of a series hosted every Tuesday during fall semester. So
every Tuesday.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Room 408.
Yes.
During free hour.
I believe it's 26 West. Yes.
26 West.
And there's a theme for every week, I believe, right?
Yeah.
What do they do there?
9/17's topic is
lovely.
Oh, so it's on the 17th. Well, the 17th topic is unwind, simplify process of rejuvenation. So definitely go out there, rejuvenate.
Maybe we'll head out there, guys. Get some
rejuvenation going on.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that though. Like
Let's
just the fact that
rejuvenate.
we're doing something for students' mental health on campus now.
Yeah, definitely.
Amen.
I think that's pretty
We
sick.
matter. So thanks.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Well, not kidding too. That we
Gotta stay healthy physically and mentally.
Yeah.
Oh, ja.
And second to lastly, we have our student employment fair also on that Tuesday. So there's a
Yes.
lot
You guys
happening
gonna
that
be
Tuesday. I might be there.
I will probably be there.
So it's during free hour, Tuesday, September 17th, 16 West 11th Floor Auditorium. I would definitely recommend bringing resumes, pens, and business cards if you have them. Try to dress in business or business casual attire. And remember to stay calm, be yourself, and stay professional.
So you're
'Cause
saying
you
I
wanna-
can't wear my denim?
Maybe.
I hope you guys like
It's
denim.
got to be tasteful.
Tasteful denim. I'll put a bow tie around it.
But yeah, I mean, try to show your best self to any potential employers that you spot during the employment fair. Show up with copies of your resume, enough that you can, go around and distribute them as much as you need to. It's always good to have extras. So
Yeah, don't forget, if you need help, maybe some incoming freshmen are listening. So if you need help doing your resume, go to Career Services. I'm so sorry for kicking you.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Again, the footsies.
I
guys,
keep
come on.
kicking
Seriously,
David. I'm
honestly,
sorry.
Like not here.
Okay.
Podcast.
Stop. All right. Career Services also to take your handshake or LinkedIn headshots. You can go to Career Services to set
You
that
can get
up.
headshots.
Yeah, you can do
I
that.
actually
here.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
I need to do that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
need
get
to get
headshots?
Wow.
headshots
Yeah.
too.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Get our headshots together.
I
All
I
in the
really
same
need to-
picture.
we'll
Cheek
share
to
a
teeth.
headshot.
Yeah, back to back. You know?
So definitely do that. Don't forget, like, it's never too early or too late to get involved with like the student employment fair. Putting yourself out there is very important, especially because college is about networking and connecting, because you never know if you'll need one of your classmates one day.
For
So
sure.
definitely connect, and that's important.
Yeah.
Real important. Okay. So next topic.
So I guess we're getting straight into the meat and potatoes here.
The meat and potatoes.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know that term.
Like
The
get down to the main point.
Oh,
the
okay.
brass tacks.
I mean,
Not the rest of the food. I want the meat and the potatoes. Keep the salad. Give me the meat
Exactly.
and potatoes.
wow.
No side dishes. Meat and potatoes.
You know what?
I'm gonna
I think-
cry because like you guys are so smart.
I think you're-
Truthfully, I just winged that. I kind of just explained that. That's what it means.
No, yeah,
obviously,
that's what
right?
it
Okay,
means.
okay. Just
Yeah.
double checking.
I think you were. I think we were communicating through FaceTime last time I said that, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
And I said,
think
"Ooh,
so.
nice."
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
But our main topic for today, dealing with stress.
Yes.
during
Wait,
your-
we should have just segued from the de-stressing event from that.
Okay, but no,
We
we're
probably
like help.
should've,
We
but-
But it's okay
Coulda,
because
shoulda, woulda.
it's okay. It's okay. We'll go back to. We're going back.
Work in
to,
progress, guys.
Yeah.
Work in progress.
Don't kill us, guys. It is.
The comments like, these idiots. What are they doing?
Get out. Okay.
But yeah, we wanted to talk about stress this week since we're at the beginning of the year. We wanted to give you guys some helpful tips and information on.
Hasn't set in yet, but give it time.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe we can go around and see like how we are organized. If we are organized, I'm looking at David.
Yes, we are all organized.
And see how what we do to like de-stress, anything like that. Like basically our routine. So maybe each and every one of us is different, and
Sure.
someone can relate to what
Yeah.
we're talking about. So
Ladies-
Julian, me.
Ladies first.
Okay.
Yeah,
me.
I think you should start.
All right, staying organized. I am very organized. I am told that I'm not spontaneous and that I should be spontaneous because I'm always on a schedule and I don't really like going off schedule.
Yeah, you almost forgot Julian's birthday.
Oh,
Shame.
see what had happened was no one told me. So happy
Oh, yeah,
belated birthday to Julian.
No,
I
you had
turned
mentioned it in
20
the podcast.
I
You had
turned
mentioned
20
it
in the
podcast.
last week. I forgot about that.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Anyway,
to ya.
that's
Happy
long gone.
That's our guy.
There goes my singing. But to stay organized, I obviously have a planner that
I really hope you guys didn't hear that boom on the table. You might have, but
sorry guys, let me repeat myself. I have a boom. I'm just kidding.
Boom, 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 boom.
I have a planner that I write everything in, from like the simplest notes to literally everything. I kind of sometimes I'm really anal with getting everything always in order and stuff like that. With like I will rewrite what I have to do just to memorize it in my head, because sometimes I forget, or sometimes like a lot of things are going on, so I just like write down a lot of stuff, because sometimes typing isn't the same thing as writing it. So maybe that's like if you're not good with typing, then writing and maybe rewriting whatever you have to like need, well, whatever you need or have to say or whatever is something good. Staying organized. But what else? Time management is basically one of like my main things that I do. I always do, because if without time management, then you're just all over the place and clueless, running around with your head cut off. So what else is something? I'm not gonna say I don't procrastinate, because I do. Like if I
doesn't?
if
yeah,
I
one
if
name, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
anybody who doesn't procrastinate in this room, I'm sorry, I just had like a brain fart there. Anyone who says they don't procrastinate in this room is a dirty liar.
yeah, I procrastinate so much. Like I'm
Amen.
pretty sure I could do so much more in my lifetime than what I'm doing right now, even though I do so much. And I probably should rest more than usual, but whatever. I just love procrastinating when it comes to myself. But I kind of work better under pressure at some points, but then I'm really letting that like slip into my mind, and I need to snap it out, because if I keep doing that, then it's going to get to me for real, and then I can't have that. So this semester is where I'm cleaning it all up, getting my stuff in shape, being more organized and whatever I really am now. And
How do you let loose?
Oh, let loose.
How do you shake out the willies, huh?
Oh, I'm kidding. What do I do? Usually, like, when I have like a stressful day coming home, like I probably just like put everything away, and I like either watch like YouTube videos or like watch Netflix or something like that, or like, talk to one of my friends or something like that. It's like what can I say? There's nothing like specifically that I do. It's just like whatever.
Really?
Like when it's not like I go to some specific place. I probably just like, after like a really, really busy day, I literally just go to my room, and then I'm just like laying down trying to like grasp everything that happened in that day, because I'm just like trying to like breathe in, because sometimes like I feel like although we're breathing, like there's like a specific way you're supposed to like kind of
In through the nose, out through the
breathe
mouth,
and like like be more calm and zen and stuff like that, instead of running around with your head cut off. But I don't do that, so it just depends on my day, but mostly I'm just like chilling. I don't like tend to like overwork myself in a way. I just like overthinking is like something that a lot of people do, thinking like they can't do it, but you just have to like reassure yourself that like it's possible. Just put your mind to it. Some motivational speaking, some ASMR. Just believe in yourself. I'm just kidding.
Oh, God. I'm glad we're past that.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf said, "Just do it."
I mean, personally, for me, I know. Excuse me.
Do you mind?
I know. I'm so sorry. I know that I'm someone who really needs to write things down. What I've realized works for me is I keep a little Windows note on my desktop and my laptop. That's where I put all of my assignments for every single one of my classes, and then I'll put like a little bulleted list below that of like any extraneous tasks I need to do. I also have my whiteboard in my room.
That's important too.
I think they're really helpful, because what I do personally is I do an outline of my work week every Sunday. So I'll go from Monday to Friday, put my classes down, my work schedule, any things I need to take care of on specific days, and then that way, like I can just like walk by, glance at it, and I'll be reminded like, oh, I have this on this day, or I have to do this tomorrow. That has been really key for me. I also,
It's hot.
it's a little warm in here. We have a light blasting us.
I feel like we didn't tilt it the
you
right
mean
way.
that oven?
No, it's oriented right.
Isn't
It's
it
just,
against the wall usually?
no, it's the ceiling.
Really?
Are you sure?
Guys,
Starts
Are you positive?
maybe
don't
because we're
question
in
it.
these thick
Yeah, you guys
old
have
denim
jackets on.
I don't want to take it off. It's
Yeah, this
kinda
shirt's
weird.
kind of small on me, so I didn't really feel like taking it off.
Right? I
I'm
have
just like, I don't
this
know.
shirt. It's like without sleeves, so I don't want to really take it off.
Anyway, these two are melting over here.
Starts to breathe really heavy in the mic, like
What are you talking about? I'm fine, bro. I'm fine. I'm good.
falls on the floor.
Yeah. Keep going. Keep going.
So I use a lot of Post-it notes as well.
Ooh, that's smart.
Not to the point where they're overwhelming, because I
Yeah.
know if I have writing everywhere, then I
Then it's too
tend
much.
to
Yeah, then you're all
ignore
over
it
the place.
at a certain point.
Oh, I forgot also when I looked at the list, like cleaning my room is something that like cleaning your room is something important because
Bro,
like
I so feel that.
like once you have like clear space, like
I
then
sleep so much better when
right?
I sleep like a baby.
I know we all have that one chair that we put all our clothes on
Amen.
and like we just like push everything on that, but clean it up. Put it in your closet, put it somewhere else, like out of your
Not the floor, not the chair.
No.
Put it away, all right?
in the closet. No, like get it out of your view because then I feel like that kind of just like blocks everything because it's just like so much. It's like busy noise.
How
like,
long
but,
does it?
like,
How long does it
vision.
take to put it away? Really?
Yeah, that's when it comes to like procrastinating
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So then, but everybody does it. I literally was picking out outfits the other day, threw everything on the floor, didn't pick it up, and then I had to pick it up the next day, and I was like, oh, whatever.
Got to do it
So,
eventually.
Julie, how do you let loose?
Yeah,
How do
how
you
do
let
you-
loose the juice?
How do you let loose, Julian?
I still like meditating, even if it's
I gotta
not.
try that.
Wow.
I do a lot of guided meditation, but if not, I mean, even while I'm commuting to school, while I'm walking around, I mean, specifically on my commute to school, if I can, even if I don't have a seat, actually, sometimes I'll stand in the door and like as the train is going between stations,
How
I'll
do you
just close my
meditate?
eyes.
On the subway?
I'll just listen to music and I'll
On the
close,
subway,
I'll close
subway.
my eyes and I'll
Oh, okay,
chill
the music.
between
I thought you were
stops.
like going just like straight.
Sometimes I go on the subway without music on.
That's bananas. I
I
couldn't do
might
that.
be a psychopath, but
Probably.
Yeah, this guy almost got a regular hot dog.
Without ketchup.
No condiments.
oh
yeah.
god,
No, I'm just
don't
kidding.
expose
No,
me
you
like
got
that.
ketchup and mustard, so
Yeah, I
it's
did.
respectable.
I did. With the meditation, I think guided meditation is a really good way to start. That's how I started meditating. I found out that I really enjoyed it through my school, actually through my high school.
Wow.
Shout
And
out to
I've
Julian's
been
high
doing
school.
it for a couple of years.
That's cool though.
And
That takes
not like-
a lot of in all honesty, like coming together, getting your mind into
Yeah.
a part where it's meditating is so hard because like our minds are so clouded with so many different things, and it gets hard at some points because it's just like you want to be like in the moment with yourself and like calm. I'm closing my eyes now, so close your eyes, guys, too. In the moment, trying to figure out in like what space you are, but like not think of that space, think of like yourself in your mind. It's like harder.
You're the one with your eyes closed still.
Yeah.
yeah, I was feeling it for a second.
Now, what do you use? Like,
It's-
do you use like
So
when you say guided, like is it like a podcast you listen to? Or
when I
something?
use guided meditation, I use an app called Headspace, which
Oh,
is really
I've
really
seen
good.
the ad for that so
And
many
they
Oh,
times.
actually
do.
they do a yearly subscription for students. That's $10 for a year,
Oh, that's
which
not
is
bad.
really
Not bad at
great.
all.
I invested in it, and I think it was one of the best choices I've made in a long
All
time.
right, I will actually look into that. Thank you.
They do, and the thing about another good thing about Headspace is that the times for meditations aren't set, so they give you options of
Oh.
5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, and then they also have these things called courses, I think, where they'll go over a specific topic of something like self-esteem or acceptance or loneliness or just the things that you might be grappling with. There are
look at me when you
there
say
are
that.
big there are big courses on that you can go through day by day.
That's really interesting. I
yeah.
thought it was just like some baloney, like they play some like meditation music. And they
There's stuff like that out there.
yeah,
and
like I see that on
maybe-
iTunes all the time. It doesn't work.
Maybe it
Doesn't work at all.
works for some people.
I
but
feel like I'm at like a PF Chang's,
yeah.
honestly.
for me, it's just about and in Headspace through the guided meditations, it's really about one, being in tune with where you are physically right now, noticing the room you're in, the sound that's around you, like feeling like the motion of your breathing, like if you sometimes they tell you to like put a hand on your stomach and you can like feel the rhythm of your breath.
That is so cool.
So you
Karate Kid stuff.
you
I'm
get
gonna do
really
that.
in tune with that, and then you start to notice if your mind is drifting away from the meditation and you start thinking about other things. You gently bring your attention back to yourself, and your focus is just your breathing for a certain amount of time. And obviously, our brains will want to go to something else, because that's just what we do. That's the world we live in. We don't really have time most
Too much
of the
going
time
on,
to
yeah.
just sit and breathe. But giving yourself that time, I've found really valuable. So that's the main way I unwind. I listen to a ton of music. I like to play video games occasionally.
What do you like to play? What's your number one?
Right now, my favorite game is Apex Legends.
I never got into that. I gotta try it. It looks so good too.
It's fun.
I'm still on Overwatch, so I'm like a couple years behind.
Wait, and a little side
And Mortal
note.
Kombat 11, so good.
A little side note. The fact that you do meditation, I'm not saying like. Well, I'm gonna say it. You look like a person that like meditates. You look like although you have a lot going, like although you have a lot going on, the way that you carry yourself, like the way you can, like you
never raise your voice like ever,
like that, and then also it's just like I feel like you're always like so floating and like calm and collective. Other people just like lash out and like, well, compared to me, I'm like, hey guys, like what's up, and then like, you're just like calm, and like sometimes like I want to be like that calm and like.
Teach me your ways, Julian.
Teach me your ways, because I'm sick and tired.
I'm too loud and obnoxious. Please help me.
The other day, someone told me to lower myself, and that was the first time someone's
like your voice? Or
no.
Like...
So I was talking to one of my friends, and then they had a friend with them, and the guy, I had just met him, the friend, and I come back to the table, and I'm like telling stories, and like if you don't know me, I'm very... Let's see how I was.
Choose your words carefully.
I am loud. Such a. I'm like loud. Well, I'm just like loud in general because that's how I speak. No. Yeah. Oh my god. Shocker.
Get out of town.
So I'm loud, if you can't tell on this podcast. And I use my hands a lot when I talk. So I was, explaining this, event to this guy.
Yeah, for all those who don't watch, she uses her hands like a. What's a conductor, literally.
I can't glue my hands to the table. No kidding. But I was telling this guy this story, and I come back to the table, and he was just like, hi, like Nicole, right? And I'm like, yeah. And he was just like, can you like, I'm not used to it, but like, you're like all the way up here, can you bring it all the way down here?
Oh jeez Louise.
So that was
bring it right around here.
So he told me to like, he went from here and then he went to here, like way down there, and I literally, my soul literally got crushed.
Yeah, okay, sure, no problem.
And like at that moment, like I wasn't like, I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, who are you to tell me? Like it depends on the situation, but like it was my first time ever meeting him. Yeah, like I was just like, I took it into consideration, and I was just like, yeah, like no problem, like okay, I understand, like my attitude and like the way I like handle myself, it's not for everyone, and I adjusted to who I am talking to, because obviously I'm not going to be like, oh, out there and all this stuff to like my professor, but to like a fellow classmate, a schoolmate, whatever. I'm just like myself-ish, so
you're selfish.
Yeah, myself. So he said that to me, and I took that, and I was like, wow, like that was the first time
that's kind of rude. First of all, it's a little bit rude the way he went about that. He could be like, hey, can you like keep it down a little bit? He went from like, oh, go from here to here,
I was just like okay, like now I know how to talk with this kid, and I was just like,
whoever that was, you know who you are. Be a little more nice next time, pal.
I understood, and I was just like, it is what it is. Like you have to accustom your like the way that you carry yourself depending on the person. That's just like a thing. I wasn't so hurt as maybe other people would have been, but I was kind of hurt. I was like butthurt going to class, and I was like, someone told me to lower myself.
Does that happen to you a lot, Julian?
Because
hey buddy, you gotta keep it down.
I used to be a very loud kid.
What happened?
A lot happened.
Where?
There we go.
Where?
I don't know.
Somebody grabbed your remote and lowered you a bit.
I guess. What about you? How do you keep yourself organized, David?
Unlike you guys, I'm not exactly Mr. Keep my stuff in check.
Oh, really?
I'm a bit of a wing it kind of guy.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, who'd have guessed? But
fun fact.
Yeah, I mean, this semester I'm trying to be a little better with that, with the whole agenda, keeping all my stuff where I want it. Be organized, have all my separate books. But de-stressing, I just pretty much, I don't know if you guys know, I collect records, obviously. Mm-hmm. And I have my big, nice little lazy boy chair. I throw in a nice little jazz record and just do some breathing a little while. Cool down, relax, put a record on with the headphones, sit there for like a full album, then I'll cool down a bit.
I need to do that. I need to stop moving sometimes.
Get some records, guys. Follow my record Instagram. It's Fistful of Vinyl. I think that's what it's called. I haven't
Oh,
posted.
That-
I haven't posted
actually-
since like
I need to-
February.
I need to check that out.
That's a
I
hand.
gotta start posting because I haven't posted since like February. I gotta get back on that.
Get it together. Well, this is the semester. We'll get it together.
Actually, like it's a side note, but related to that, I think I saw an article that said this year, I think vinyl was set to outsell CDs for the first
Vinyl's
time
are
since
back, bro, with a
like the
vengeance.
60s or
because of
something
the
like that.
man.
quality, it just
It's
sounds.
I mean, I don't want to sound like an obnoxious record here, like the cool sound. I mean, it's good. It's a lot warmer.
I just like vinyl. This is like a tangent for us, but like vinyl fascinates me because it's literally like a physical manifestation of music.
Literally.
Like that's, I don't know. There's
Bro,
something
I could
about
stare
that.
at like vinyl artwork like just for hours. I have like 500 records ish.
Oh
Wow.
my!
I've been collecting for a
God.
couple of years.
Jesus.
Love it. But every now and then I kind of like get out of it. I'm kind of sick of records. Cause like I have these stacks of records
Yeah.
that I put away and stuff. But yeah, I love it. It's great.
I wanna buy a player.
Shout out to Infinity
And
Records in
some-
Massapequa. If you guys ever need good records, they have a really good dollar section. Please, if you're ever in Long Island, Massapequa, check out Infinity Records. I love them to death. They are the best there.
Thank you. I love that.
Awesome.
Shameless plug, but I don't care. They're the best there. I've gotten all my good stuff there.
It is what it is, but it's always a good time.
One tip that I have that I don't think we've really like gotten to this yet, but perseverance is like really big when it comes to like big projects, or if you feel like you've hit like a mental block or like some kind of big roadblock that you feel like is overwhelming and something you can't overcome, like take a step back and just realize that like whatever it is that's in front of you, you can get through it. It may take some time, may take some effort. You may be stressed going through the process, but like you're gonna get through it. You're gonna finish your
We're
year,
behind
you're
you.
gonna finish
We're
your
behind
semester,
you.
you're gonna finish your project. You can do it, guys.
Yeah.
Amen.
Everything
believe.
happens for a reason, guys.
Like Shia LaBeouf said, just do it.
Just do it.
I'm dead.
Just do it.
And then also,
Make
don't
your
forget
dreams come true.
dealing with stress. You can always talk to someone, voice your concerns to someone you trust. Getting another perspective on something you view as an issue can help you find new ways to deal with that situation. And that goes for like a lot of things. Either if it's for school, home life, school life, dating life, all that good stuff that
Don't
y'all
get me
want
started on dating life.
Yeah, I vent to the boys because they just have to listen to me for everything. But it's perfectly fine. So I'll always, like, if anything, you can always if anyone who's listening and they don't think that they have someone they could talk to, you guys can always reach out to us. We're always available with our earlobes and stuff like
DM
that.
any of us.
Yeah, which is perfectly fine. No shame in reaching out because we're always here for you guys and for anyone else.
I'd reach out to them. You can reach out to us.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's obligatory that we also bring up counseling and wellness as well.
I was
'cause,
waiting for
True.
that window. I was
They're-
like, all right, this is the time.
they're
No
they're
better
here
helper.
for us on campus.
Yeah.
Like they're literally there to help us through like stressful situations. If
Yes.
you need someone to talk to,
Yeah. If the records don't work, guys, please,
Yeah.
please go.
And if we don't work, then
Yeah, exactly. If we don't brighten up
and,
your day,
if
then we do something
if you
wrong.
feel the need, find out or like communicate with a peer health educator.
Yeah.
Because they are also students. They
I'm pretty sure Dre is one,
Yeah.
right?
yes, Dre is
Dre,
Yeah,
SGA
you won't
president,
find kinder and more considerate people.
librarian.
Yeah. He is also a peer health educator. They're fellow students, so they can understand the struggles
Exactly.
of another student. So if you feel like you need to speak with someone and you're maybe not ready to go to counseling and wellness, you're afraid to, find a peer health educator, talk to someone like Dre, and voice how you're feeling. Tell them about what you're going through.
Nothing
They
wrong
can
with it.
help you, and if they feel like they need to guide you towards counseling and wellness, and they can help you with that process, then listen to them.
Yeah.
Let them give you their advice.
Yeah, trust me, they're there for that reason.
Yeah.
And you won't find any more compassionate or caring people like
Yeah,
them.
I know a few of them actually. They're all great.
Very
fellow
respectable
students.
people. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Which is highly appreciated.
Yeah.
So definitely do that.
Yeah. All love.
Oh, all love. I thought you said all of.
Yeah.
No, I said all love, guys. All
I
love.
was
Sorry.
like, what are you talking
I
about?
was
No.
very confused.
I didn't hear
Sorry.
what you said.
it's
All love.
all love.
Put a space in there.
I think that
Yeah, we
wraps
can
us
wrap it
up
up.
for today.
Yeah. Oh, and just for you guys to know Shubing, the president of NYIT
That's
Ventures.
our guy right there.
So NYIT Ventures are having their second event on September 19th at 12:45, which is free hour, 12:45 to 2 p.m. Be there, be squared. It's the event is called Starting a Startup. So if you're considering starting a startup or trying to get some info of how it all goes down, definitely go to that event. Maybe I'll swing by too.
If we know Shubang, it'll be a great event.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
It'll
out,
be a quality event. I will check it out, guys.
It
look
is
out for
so
their,
funny. Okay, look out
I
for.
just want to say look out for their posters, and
Yes.
they'll probably post something detail oriented
Yeah, they
on their
will.
Instagram at NYIT Ventures.
Yeah,
So,
and don't forget to follow us.
Our Instagram?
All right,
Manhattan's Voice _pod. I
Yeah.
repeat, Manhattan's Voice _pod.
I was not
And
going
And
to
Senor
attempt it.
Contreras if
I
you
was-
want
I
to.
didn't want to attempt it and get it wrong, so I just.
Do you
See, the
guys
intro I kind of a little shaky, but that I got down. I got that down.
That was perfect. What your Instagram is? Wow, it's Julian.
Yeah.
Wow, it's
That's
Julian.
Yeah.
Senor
Stop. You
Contreras.
gotta own it. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
me.
you can see all of his quality photo work.
I'm trying.
True.
Trying and succeeding,
I'm
my friend.
trying.
It's a work in progress.
And
We're all
also-
out here. Oh, NIC Miranda 28.
28.
Oh, you remember?
I remember all your guys, bro.
We're out here. Wow, we're such a family squad.
We're just so united, guys.
Oh, love that.
Make sure to give us a follow or subscribe on
Anything? Wait, hold on.
Spotify.
Hold on.
What?
How's the gym going? We haven't updated on that yet.
That's important.
And Keanu's, guys. Don't. You're not gonna walk
Yeah,
past
no, we're-
Keanu's
yeah,
like
no,
that for me,
no.
guys.
See, I went to I don't know if I said this, but I went to the doctors for my back.
Right.
I went to my
Oh.
doctor's.
So that's
I'm
nix the gym.
Well,
For
I'm
now.
taking.
For
Oh, well,
now.
I have to take medicine, and I'm like stretching and stuff like that. I want to get my back obviously better before I start hitting that gym.
That's
Okay.
smart.
And once
Those
I
are
go to the gym,
deadlifting.
once I go to the gym, it's over for you. No, I'm kidding. No, it's not.
Watch out, guys.
It's the same thing.
Because you get jacked and
You're
kick
gonna
all of
start,
your butts.
Throwing dumbbells at people.
Yeah, just set out the lunk alarm.
Follow the podcast.
But yeah, follow us on Spotify, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you find us.
Follow.
Add us on Friendster and MySpace.
Subscribe, ring that bell, subscribe to us on YouTube.
Smash that subscribe button.
if you guys want to.
But,
We're not gonna peer pressure you guys.
Yeah, and again, these are all uploaded on YouTube as well. So if I've actually talked to some people who feel like they enjoy watching podcasts more than listening to them. So
Chicken
if you,
nuggets.
if you feel like it, if you feel like staring at us while we do this, then
We are quite the
follow-
handsome bunch, so I don't blame
subscribe
you
on
guys.
YouTube.
Wait, not gonna lie. I was looking at my phone and there's a new crack on my screen, and I was like looking so
no.
deep and intensely into my phone, and then I realized that we're being recorded, and I was like,
Nice.
Yeah, so people are going to be looking
Quite the
at
time
you,
and the
staring at your
place.
phone for
Yeah.
like 10
oh.
minutes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you guys want to go view that, if you're listening, go view that.
Yeah,
little part.
yeah. You may be hearing this, but you can actually watch Nicole looking at her crack.
Yeah.
So yeah, the full feature-length experience.
It was a great time, honestly.
So yeah, that'll
That'll-
do us for this week.
Yeah, I'll
All
wrap it
right.
up.
All right,
Wrap
guys.
it up like a gift. My name is David Gustavo Contreras.
My name is Nicole Miranda,
I'm Julian West.
and this is Manhattan's Voice.
Heck yeah.
Thank you
See
guys
you
so
guys.
much
Keep
for
on
listening
rocking
and
in the free
watching.
world, y'all.
See you next week.
Peace.
See you
Bye.
later.